All right, welcome back to the channel. We are back at In Gym today. We're here because it's raining and it's super close to where we're staying at the moment. So we're frequenting this gym a lot more than any other gym just because it's so close, and it's also very affordable as well. But the equipment's also very nice, and what we're hitting today is leg day, and they have everything that I need for a complete leg day. What we're gonna start off with is the single leg hamstring curl over there, kind of the straight leg variation of it. And then I think, because we haven't tried this out before, we're gonna use this lying hamstring curl as well. And then everything else will be the exact same as every other leg day that we run, because normally session to session, I don't change up too much. I don't like that much variation in my training. And I know what works for me, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're gonna get in the last couple of warm-up sets right here. Now, even though we're at the full stack, good form is still very important here. So keeping our hips in place and making sure that the only thing moving is our knee extending. Probably one set with the full stack because we can. And then we're gonna do the rest of the sets with our leg extension single leg because we actually have some room for growth on those. It's just too easy. I will say this hamstring curl though is a good bit heavier than the leg extension. Or maybe it's just because my quads are disproportionately stronger than my hamstrings, but I digress. We're gonna get in the last couple of sets here doing single leg. Very empty today. Not a whole lot of people in here, but I'm okay with that. I've never actually been to a gym down here during peak hours. I don't know if that's the same here, but I'm normally in here either super early in the morning or super early in the afternoon. It's one or the other, but never at like 5 or 6, even at 8 p.m. All right, so what we're running for the pre-workout is just this King energy drink. We got the grape flavor this time around. Now, this doesn't have a whole lot of caffeine in it. It has more calories than caffeine. It's 180 calories and 140 milligrams of caffeine. So this is actually on the higher end for the calorie side of things in terms of these drinks. But most people in these Korean gyms, they just walk in here with an Americano. Every now and then you'll see somebody with something like this, but normally it's just like a black coffee or something. My preferred pre-workout of choice is, of course, Gorilla Mind. Normally like a Gorilla Mind energy drink or the actual powder. Haven't got the powder yet while I was down here, but I have had a good bit of the drinks because of the American institution. So if you want to support me, my Gorilla Mind code is right there. It saves you 10%, but that is my preferred pre-workout. I think the formula is perfect, especially a nitric formula, where on a leg day, I don't really want to have that much caffeine because it takes me so long to catch my breath if my heart rate is elevated. Because when you're hitting legs, no matter what, it's gonna elevate your heart rate a whole lot more than if you were hitting arms, chest, or back, just because you got so much oxygen going down to your legs. So, but once again, this is not half bad. These are everywhere in the Korean convenience stores. That's like right, I'll show you guys right here, but they have a bunch of flavors. The black one was pretty good, the grape one was pretty good, the apple one was pretty good, but I think my favorite one out of all of these is the grape flavor. But also we got a pre-workout drink from there, or a post-workout drink from there as well, in the form of just a protein shake. All right, so normally in these Korean gyms, the common spaces like the bathroom, the locker room, and the cardio, you're not allowed to have shoes on it. But especially today, because it's raining, we're gonna use these for our calf raises instead of anything else, because I don't wanna mess up the machine. Korean gyms are very keen on cleanliness. So not only do they encourage you to not wear shoes in common areas, but they also have dedicated clothes for you. They have shorts, they have shirts, and various different sizes. You just throw them in the hamper right there. You're not gonna see any Young LA or Gymshark in these South Korean gyms because fashion isn't really into consideration here in these gyms. It's coming in and getting a workout in. So they don't really care what you're wearing because they provide you clothes right there. So normally everybody's just wearing the exact same clothing anyway. Now, is it mandatory to wear those clothes? I don't believe so, but it's very helpful to have that if you're in a pinch or you forget your gym bag at home. It's just quick, easy disposable clothes because most people have something to do after this. So it's very helpful to just get some clothes from here. And when you're done, change back in your actual clothes, put them in the hamper and get out of here. So we got these sandals on. Unfortunately, even on this, we're maxing it out the leg. And then we're gonna move on into our heavy movement, which is just gonna be a Smith machine squat. So I definitely need to find a new version of a calf raise because that straight leg press is just not doing it for me. So maybe we'll use this plate loaded leg press next time around to get both legs. I mean, hell, we were almost maxing out single leg too. So that's just a very, very light leg press right there. Probably some off-brand machine, but it's smooth, it's just too light. What we're gonna get in now is some Smith machine squats. The kind of warm-up routine that we're going with is just getting super deep in these. We're gonna get one more set right here on this Smith machine. I like this thing a lot, very smooth Smith machine, and it doubles as a squat rack too. So just another one of these ways that these, on the smaller side, Korean gyms can save space. They just have a combo machine like this where it's a squat rack, power rack technically, because you can bench on it too, and a Smith machine. So I like this thing a lot. It's very thin though. Like I'm getting in there and I'm almost taking up the entire machine. It's not a big deal. I'm a relatively wide dude, so it makes sense, but these feel really good. Really been trying to prioritize getting as strong on these pressing type movements as possible, whether it be a Smith machine squat, barbell squat, hack squat, leg press, anything like that. Just prioritizing strength nowadays more than anything. I think next session, we'll do like 6 reps and a heavier weight. This time around we did 8. So a little bit higher of a rep range, but next week we'll add up the weight and lower the rep range a little bit. All right, we're gonna get one more set right here. My problem with these hip hinge movements or anything, where I'm using a whole lot of grip, is that my grip is out before anything else. So actually gripping a little bit closer right here kind of helps me with that a little bit. I don't even know why. It's a little bit like weird and benign, yeah, but nonetheless, I'm still hinging my hips and still getting a good hamstring contraction. So I don't really care if my hands are out here or in here. All right, that is it for the workout. But huge fan of this gym. Definitely gonna be coming to this one a whole lot in the next couple of years. But probably the worst part about hitting legs here is that you gotta walk down 3 flights of these. So let's waddle down these stairs and then let's go check out one of these convenience stores and see if we can't find ourselves a post-workout meal. Just walking back from the gym, literally went through 3 convenience stores. GHS 25s, CUs, and the one that we stopped in was a 7-Eleven. There is no shortage of these around here. There's literally one on every other corner. But a couple things that I like to point out. The triangle kimbabs, been a huge fan of these here recently. It's basically just meat wrapped up in rice, which you wrap up in seaweed. These protein drinks are also really nice as well. The macros are really nice. 24 grams of protein for 106 calories, which is really good. These are also buy 2 get 1 free, so the dollar protein ratio is really good as well. Hard-boiled eggs, these are also really good. And then of course we have these pre-made meals as well. I've had a few of these. And then the King energy drinks, like one of the more popular brands of caffeinated drinks here. This black one was pretty good. And then a CU right here that we went into. Once again, you have these protein drinks, 20 grams of protein, 106 calories. And these are also buy 2 get 1 free. You also have pre-cooked chicken breast, chicken thighs. You have a lot of poultry products here, and the macros are really good for a pre-packaged chicken. But that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe.